How's it going, everyone? Welcome to my channel, and if you're not new here, welcome back, my warriors. Auntie missed you ever so dearly. Please don't yell at me about my hair, okay? I can't sit still, okay? I went back to the basic auntie cut. Leave me alone, all right? So today's video, we're doing another one brand tutorial, first impressions, and today's video is featuring Colourpop. So I for sure had a lot of thoughts and whatnot with these products, so just keep watching. Okay, before you do, subscribe, click the bell button, so when I do post, you know, hey, when it comes running, the watch, the support, okay? Share with your friends, all that stuff. I'm already talking way too much already, so let's watch, okay? Alright guys, start everything off, I'm going in with the Colourpop All-Star Matte and Blur Primer here, which was, I forget how much it was, like last video, it'll be over here. Okay. So yeah, let's go ahead and start priming. Oh, this face. It looks more like lotiony. Huh. Alright, oh, here we go. Smells like citrus.
Does it smell good?
It smells like citrusy, like. Oh yeah, I got a haircut too, guys. Yay. Yeah, it smells very citrus-like, I guess you could say. But you know, here we go.
We're gonna be able to hear the birds chirping and Nate playing his video game.
Click, 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 clack. Petty. Just kidding. All right. So far, skin feels good. I like that. Let's go my skin. Let's see how my skin looks with. You know what I'm saying, all of this. Jeez. Okay. It seems like it was just like a mattifying lotion almost. Feels like it. Skin looks good, I guess you could say. Not very blurring on my skin at least, but I can see where it's like mattifying, but looks more oil controlling for me. But we'll see how this holds up. So moving on to foundation. So good thing about Colourpop's website, they had the color matching or shade finder tool where you could pick a brand you like in your foundation. So I went in with my Fenty shade and they gave me the shade Deep 205 here. So we'll go ahead and see how that applies to the face and everything.
That's cool, I didn't know they did that.
Yeah, a lot of brands, it's a lot helpful too, because if you have struggle finding like your good match, brands are doing that a lot more too. So taking in. Alright, so that's the foundation on. The coverage looks nice. It looks like a nice finish. It's like a more satin finish, and then with the primer, I can see it being more matte. It's just pulling a bit more red than anything. Like, see my shirt here.
That's blending very good on your forehead.
Yeah, I know. It's not really, foundations don't ever really blend on my forehead anyway, so I don't really use much. But that's why I typically go with a sponge afterwards and finesse it. Coverage wise, I like it. I like it by coverage. The coverage feels nice and doesn't really feel like it's anything sitting on my skin either. Just looks pretty red. Maybe once I do my concealing and whatnot, once it really settles in, it will balance out. But for sure during the summertime where I am full on a red undertone, this will really be my shade. But honestly, it does look good for a little bit, cause like
For a minute.
For a minute, yeah. It does look good though. Okay, well, that is the foundation. I really like how it feels so far.
Okay, Colourpop, I see you.
I see you, Colourpop, I see you. Alrighty, so next we are going to go in with, so when you pick your shade of foundation, they give you a good match of concealer to go on with. And that match was Deep 54? Double check, one sec. Hair with a concealer, which was Deep 54, which I'm not sure that's really, I don't know, because it looks weird. So let's go ahead and give a little swatch action here. Let me just slide it over and give out the swatch arm. So I got this concealer in the shade Deep 54. Let's see what's that on. I'm left-handed, I want to at least be a somewhat decent swatch. So, in frame here. So this is Deep 54. Right here. here for the concealer. Right there. I don't know how well you can see that. It's pretty red. Like it's pretty red. And then this is in the shade Deep 52. Right here. Put that close up against that so you can really see the transition right there. I might end up having to highlight and whatnot with Deep 52. We'll see. Then the third one I got here is Deep 50. And we're going to swatch that right here. Okay. So, pretty red. Like, so seeing how 52 really goes in more with the middle shade goes in more with my skin, which was 52, we're gonna use that to conceal and everything. So let me just pull this mirror back out and go from there. Ooh, come on. So here's Deep 52, and we're just gonna really just go where we usually conceal here. So far, I really do like the applicator.
Oh, that's good, because last time you did.
Oh yeah, that milk applicator for the concealer. No, it really places down a nice amount of the concealer, and like both sides of the applicator are coated in the concealer, so that's nice. Okay, all right. I honestly really do like how this looks. All right, so next from Colourpop, I also got a couple of their loose setting powders. I had one in translucent, then I had one in medium deep.
Girl layer.
Didn't I order the dark deep?
Check your
Anyway, this is where I'm gonna pull this back up. I'm going to go on with the translucent, and the translucent looks more of a ivory translucent shade. I don't know if you guys can really tell there, probably not, but so might be a bit good for setting the under eye area and the highlighted area. So I'm going with the other side of the sponge I use that's not covered in concealer. I'm gonna tap in here, buff any of the excess, and we're going to set the under eye. I just don't like how tiny it is. Like the lid and cap are really tiny. You get the sifter. You get like a lot of product out of it. The holes are a decent size where you get a lot of powder out of that. So that's really cool because the shifter. Hi, shifters.
Oh god. Are we
Just kidding.
It's not the video for this.
I do have the pressed powder here and deep dark. I don't know why I got the translucent powder in medium deep. I don't know why I did that. So we're just gonna go in with the powder brush.
Do they have that option for the powder?
I thought they did.
You got shit ton of powder all over your shirt, bitch.
Translucent life, just kidding. So I'm just gonna take this brush here and pick up some of that. Oh, that has a lot of kickback. Ooh. And set the rest of the face here.
I hate painting my own nails.
Same, that's why I never do it.
I've been procrastinating for the longest time because I don't like doing it.
Okay, so like, my face seems very red, but it's all like tying in together.
I'm very smooth.
I do. Alrighty guys, so I went and did one eye off camera. I know, how bold of me to use purple eyeshadow. Stepping on the box here. So the palette I got from Colourpop is the It's My Pleasure palette. And I don't know who told me to get a purple palette, but I saw it and thought it was cute. So I got it.
Well,
So
no one told you, you just saw it.
Disrespect.
Disrespectful. Alright, so first things first, I'm actually going to go into the shade Fan Fiction, and we'll put little glimpses of the shade somewhere up here, around here. And I'm taking my Mikasa Beauty E300 brush to pack that shade in there. I use my concealer as an eye base. That's what everyone else does. This is a good eye base too, so I gotta sneeze again. That's what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna start packing that shade here and slowly going back into that shade to get more pigment, because it's better to add product than it is to take away product. So I'm not trying to get her looking crazy. Are she cute? She's cute or whatever. She has a little, nice little base there. So next I'm going to go into the shade Sleeper on my Morphe 5139 brush. This is literally like tapered brush, like right here. Oh, I'm up and close. And just going to tap into that shade here. This palette does have a lot of fallout, which I'm finding too. So that's why I have all that powder sitting down there. I'll brush it with the color powder to make sure it's not flashback. So taking that, I'm going directly in my crease here and really just slowly distributing that product to really sink in my crease a bit more. One thing I'm noticing about this concealer as an eye base, come on, focus. Oh, are you focused? Okay. It's starting to like actually like pill up, like ball up under the shadows. So
it's a no-go.
Maybe next time I will set it first, but it is making me giving me hard. It's giving me a hard time with blending these shadows out. So Alright, so taking more concealer, I'm going to use that to do another half cut crease, because ever since Marlo yelled at me, I've been doing a lot more half cut creases lately. So taking a bit more of that concealer I use as my base, sadly, even though it's kind of pilling up on me. I want everything to be cohesive and consistent. And we're just going to start priming again and cutting out the area for the next shadow. Alright guys, so now that that's nice and placed there we go. I'm actually going to go in with the shade Chicklet. I don't know why. For a purple shade called Chicklet, I don't know why they're calling it that, but you know, taking this shader brush here, I'm actually going to place this in the center of that half cut crease area right here. That's such a pretty purple. And one thing I find that I like about these shadows so far, they blend really well into one another. They don't really get really muddy, even for being purple shadows. That can happen a lot with purple shadows. They can blend into one another and get extremely muddy, and it's like, oh, someone punched me in the eye. But and these shimmers I'm using, they really don't need to be wet at all for them to really show their pigment, which is really awesome. So I'm just pressing that here. And then the next shade I'm taking in the more inner area of my eye is going to be the shade Mr. Sandman. And it's this beautiful like taupey top coat, but I'm actually just gonna throw it right there in the center of the eye, well, front of the eye, right there. You see that? Oh, yes. And I'm just pulling that upward here into Chicklet for a seamless blend. Also placing that in the inner tear duct area as well, right there. And to have a more seamless blend between those two shades, I'm actually going back with Chiclet a little bit more. And I'm tapping over the edge of Mr. Sandman so it blends into one another a little bit easier. And then I'm going to go back in with the brush I had Mr. Sandman on and do the same thing over the Chiclet shade, back and forth. Here, like so on the other eye, I'm doing over there. Okay. Thanks. See? Yeah. Okay. Alright, next I'm actually going to smoke out my lower lash line. I'm going to take my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide-On Liner. Also forgot to get liners from Colourpop. I know I'm slacking. Stop, Alexa, stop it. I'm sorry. So I just want to do that here real quick. Alrighty, and then I'm going with a more of a bullet brush. This is from Sephora, their professional collection. It's the bullet brush here. Like so. I'm going back into shade Sleeper, tapping off any of the excess here, and I'm going to start smoking out that lower lash line. And I really mean like smoke it out and make it a little bit more dramatic. Alright guys, BRB, I'm going to do a little bit more additional blending where need be, and then throw on some lashes, and then we're going to come back to finish the rest of the face. BRB. Alrighty guys, so this is the eyes done. Both eyes done with some lashes on. I used the lashes from Wispy Wink in the style Just Wing It. They're dramatic, but the eyes are dramatic today, so why not? So next we're going on to bronzer. Now Colourpop. Is this supposed to bronze me? Just asking. This is their deepest bronzer they have. So we're just gonna, you know, see how far.
I'm gonna laugh if it like really works.
If it really works, I will take all that sass and all that shade back. But for now, we're just gonna go in with this brush here, and we're just going to. God. It looks like it's supposed to be more of a blush, but I'm gonna bronze. I'm gonna replace this, glaze it over my cheeks and temple area, and we're going to see how this works out. To be honest, I see it adding depth to my face. Like, I see it adding some. This is acting more like a natural blush on my skin. Probably because how red the foundation was. Maybe.
So is that a Gucci or a not?
It's adding depth to my skin. Like, to be honest, like, it's adding. I feel like, okay. I know what it's doing. I know what this is doing. This on my skin is acting like those basic bronzers you get in the market nowadays that people are telling you to contour with. This is a very neutral bronzer for my skin tone, and I can tell that if this is someone lighter than me, it will pull off extremely red, which isn't really ideal, but
are you taking it back? Are you taking back the sass?
Let's do the phone test real quick. We'll come back to it. We'll see how it looks after I do blush and
if I want
setting spray and highlighter and all that stuff. Okay, so I got 4 blushes from Colourpop, clearly, and I got them in the shade Birthday Suit. Let me show you right here. Shade Birthday Suit. Looks more pink on camera than it does in person. And then I got the shade Yes She Did. And that's very, I might go with that one. Maybe. So that one was Yes She Did. And then this one here is Between the Sheets.
Oh.
I actually might end up going with this one.
Did you watch that one already?
Kinda, at home I did. I cheated a little bit. Whoops! And then the last one here is Cheerio. And that's Deep. That is Deep. But maybe, I might just go with this one.
You said that about the last 3.
Hush. So these are Super Shock blushes, which I guess have a more creamier consistency. So I honestly think I'm just going to go in with the shade Between the Sheets because this eye is very dramatic. So we're going to go with the shade Between the Sheets. I'm actually going to go in with my Sephora blush contour brush and right here, and we're just going to see how this picks up. Yeah, it picks up like a cream. Like, yeah. We'll see how this turns out. I actually really like this shade. Not going to lie to you guys here. Oh yeah, I like that shade. Even though it's a bit pale for me, because of how oddly neutral red that bronzer was, it's like tying into things perfectly. So what I'm gonna do is take a little bit of my sponge here, add any remaining translucent powder on it, tone that down, and then I'm gonna go back in with the brush I used to apply the all over powder and dust that away here. Okay, honestly, I'm not mad at that. They dry down to a matte finish too, so that's really good. That's really cool. Am I a fan of it right away? I'll have to play with them a little bit more. So we'll see how those work out here. So before I do highlighter, I'm actually gonna go in with setting spray. I've really been liking that method, how people do that. They do setting spray first, then they go in and do highlighter, but I'm gonna blend this out a little bit more with the brush used for the bronzer. I'm honestly not mad at that. I'm not. My face looks okay. All right, going to setting spray. This is the All-Star Face Setting Spray, and give it a little bit of a shake. And we're gonna. There's a nice little sprayer there, so we're gonna. Why does it smell like that? It smells like some medicine powder thing. Oh, I don't like that smell. No, I don't. Like mothballing. There we go. Like mothballing. Okay, anyway. Next, I went and got the highlighter from their Villains collection, and this is in Dr. Facilier's shade. He's my favorite male Disney villains. And yeah, this is the shade called Meet Me on the Other Side.
No.
So pretty. I love that shade. So, I'm gonna go in with my, what's this one? Morphe E61 brush, and we're gonna highlight. Okay, highlight. I see you. So it's a very like bronzy shade. The other shades I was looking at weren't really my complexion friendly. They would have been really icy, and that wasn't gonna be cute whatsoever. But I'm not mad at this one. It's the Super Shock formula too, so it has that same creamy like formula. But all right, so that's all done here. Let's wrap this up and let's get some lips going here. I'm not gonna lie, I've already ordered a bunch of their lip liners like months ago, and they're actually one of my favorite lip liners. But I didn't really see any lip gloss that I really like from them. I have the lip gloss here that's from them, a couple of them. I'm not too crazy about them, but you know, full face Colourpop, so why not? This is their pencil in K-A-E. I think I did this like issue last time with my videos. And I'm just gonna line here. Okay, so I'm gonna throw on a gloss here, and this gloss is in the shade Finders Keepers. This is more of a creamy, it says more of a cream, so it's like a glossy liquid lip instead of anything else. And then have that. I just don't like the applicator of this lip gloss because I have to keep like dunking back in for more. And it doesn't really give me that much product to work with. Alright guys, give me one more sec. I'll go off camera and do a little bit more fine-tuning touches I think I have to do. And then we'll come back and give them their star rating and my final verdict on the entire face. So, BRB. Alrighty guys, so this is the full look with the lips on and everything else. So let's get right into the verdict and my final thoughts about everything. Right now, my face looks like Instagram makeup and it feels like Instagram makeup. And I have a very love-hate relationship with that. On film right now, looking at the viewfinder, right, what I'm seeing on the viewfinder, it looks flawless. It looks great. Like I'm like in love with how my skin looks right now. Going like to the viewfinder and whatnot. But I can feel the makeup on my face. I did my normal application like I normally do with my other concealers and foundations, powders and whatnot. And I can just really feel it on my face. Now that might just be the Colourpop formula that I'm feeling. Or might just because it's just a heavier product, like the concealer and... Okay, so, like last time in my last one brand video for Milk, I'm gonna give everything 3 stars and then I'll let you know what I will be keeping and what I will just be what I will just stop using. So first things first was the primer. It felt like an average primer. It didn't really do any blurring on my skin, so it didn't blur for me, so it didn't really mattify my skin, but I feel like it was controlling oil. So, 2 stars. 2 stars. So I'll pick it up every now and then, but I'm not gonna be like, yes, I need this primer. 2 stars for me. Next was the No Filter Foundation. I love its coverage. Like, absolutely, the coverage is beautiful. I don't think this is what I'm feeling that's sitting on my skin. I don't think this is that. The tone is very red. It's very red on me. I have more of a neutral red. This pulled more red neutral. So I immediately saw the red undertones. I'm sure you saw too at first. But once everything was finished, it really like balanced out. I really do feel like this has staying power, which I'm going to need during the summertime because I sweat like a... It ain't cute. So, I'm actually going to give this 3 stars. I'm giving this 3 stars because, yeah, I really like it. So, good job. No Filter Foundation. Next would be the concealers. Okay. Some of y'all are really going to hate me when I say this. I don't know if any of you had issues that I had with this, but when I was going off camera to do more work on my face, it started to really pill up. Like, it started to really ball up on my skin. It for sure is a matte finish like the website says it is. It for sure is matte. The tones were very pink and very red. For me. Even for me. I'm glad they are the way now because during summertime, spring, summer, that's what I need. I need more neutral, I need more pink neutral, but I will not be picking these back up in the fall, winter time because it... Yeah, like in the bottles, they look a bit golden, but they're pulled more, I don't know. It's weird. As an eye base, they start to really pill up too under my eyeshadow and everything, which made my eyeshadows hard to blend out too, which I really didn't like. So, and I can say this is what I'm feeling that's sitting on my face. This is what I'm feeling. I'm gonna give these, oh God. Like, I didn't hate them. I didn't hate them. They just were kind of finicky. I'm gonna give these... Oh God. I really don't know. Like, I wanna retry them again, but I'll give these 2 stars. For now, they're 2 stars, and I'll give you guys updates on how I feel about them. They're gonna get 2 stars for now. I will for sure pick these back up and play with them some more and try different application and whatnot, but right now it's 2 stars. Oh god, what was next? Setting powders. Let's go to setting powders. I don't know why I got medium deep. I am nowhere near medium deep. But translucent. I liked it. It had a very ivory undertone to it, so it wasn't just all the way white. So it was great for me just to put on and dust off without having to use powder to kick back any flashback. Like I said I would have, but I didn't have to. It feels nice, but I really do feel like this really set my makeup center in place, and it's a bit heavier. Like, it feels heavier than my Laura Mercier powder, which is kind of weird, for me at least. Would I use this again? Yes, for sure. So this will get a 2.5 stars for the No Filter setting powder. Next is the Press Face powder. Where is it? That's the wrong one I'm grabbing. And this is in the shade Dark Deep, and it says it's a sheer press powder, and I see it. It's more sheer, so it didn't really add any coverage, so it really just set the makeup down. Love this. This is getting 3 stars. It feels really great on my skin, for sure. 3 stars. What's next? What's next? The bronzer that I got. Still, this looks more like a blush to me, for one, because how red it is, how it's going red neutral first. But then again, it has that bit of neutralness in it that it looks like for some people they're gonna try and contour with it. It's gonna pull red on them. It for sure adds some kind of depth to my skin, but that's not what I like in bronzers. That's not what I like, because they can pull way too red once everything meshes with my oils and my natural balance pH levels of my skin. I just don't want to go into that. It's going to pull really red, and not the good red. So I will probably have to use this more in the winter, fall time for sure. Especially how I get a little bit deeper in summertime too. So this here is getting 2 stars. I will use it again. I'll play with it some more, but it's getting 2 stars. What else? What else? Let's do the Super Shock shadow blushes. The Super Shock blushes. All the shades I got were extremely pretty. Extremely pretty. I love them. It's just a formula I would for sure go in before I would powder my face, because they dry down to a powder finish, but they skip around like a cream would on top of a powder face. So honestly, I'll give it 3 stars. They're pigmented, they're nice. I can feel that they have longevity to them. So yeah, you're getting 3 stars. Super Shock blushes. Good job, not mad about it. Next is the eyeshadow palette, and to be honest, I heard Colourpop eyeshadows were really good, especially their pressed ones, not their Super Shock ones, and I'm very happy about how the eyes turned out. Besides the concealer making it skip a little bit, once everything was already set down and dried down, I'll go back and go on and blend a bit more. I really like these eyeshadows, and I'm actually going to go buy some more, because if the purples perform this well, I wonder how their neutrals and their other more colorful shadows will, because it slaps. This is for sure getting a 3 star, for sure. Next is the, how did I miss this? The Super Shock highlighter, Dr. Cecilia, the Filling Collection. It's like the blush, but this highlighter, it worked a bit differently. So, I mean, it's pretty, but I'm not all that crazy about it, to be honest. I don't know. Probably because, for me, I need powder on my skin. I need powder. So this going over powder is kind of finicky, for me at least, on my skin. But 2 stars. I'll use it again, but I'll play with it differently. And then, setting spray. I don't know what is making this smell like I'm spraying mothballs and medicine on my face, but I don't like it. For scent wise, I don't like it whatsoever. It was like, it set my makeup nicely. Like, it's set, it looks hydrated, not overly matte. I don't know. The scent really threw me off. So I'll give it 2.5 stars. 2.5. It's just the scent really threw me off. And yeah. Oh yeah, and then the glosses that I have and the lip liners. I give the lip liners 3 stars. And then I give the lip glosses and creams about 2 stars. They're not too crazy about it. Just the applicators threw me off. I don't really like the applicators. So overall, my face looks very Instagram, very basically beauty guru makeup, but I'm not mad about it. looks good on camera. Wouldn't wear this kind of coverage anymore nowadays. If I had an event to go to, but everyday wear, I would probably skip out on some of these products. But so yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. So I will see you later. Bye.